Imagine spending nearly $1,000 on Google's brand new Pixel 10, powering it on, and instead of that gorgeous OLED display, you're greeted by a blizzard of colorful static, like an old TV that's lost signal. That's the nightmare some early Pixel 10 adopters are living through right now. For a lot of people, buying a new phone is supposed to feel like opening the door to the future. New design, new features, smoother software. But for a chunk of Pixel 10 owners, that excitement has been replaced with anxiety. Their phones are randomly flashing screens full of rainbow-colored snow, and it looks bad enough to make you think the device is broken for good. So why does this matter? Because the Pixel 10 isn't just another Android phone. It's Google's flagship, the device that's supposed to showcase the very best of Android hardware and AI integration. When problems like this pop up so early, it makes people wonder whether they should buy now or wait until Google irons things out. The reports started popping up on Reddit, with users sharing photos of the glitch. One user, going by the name OK_economist_3997, posted a snapshot of their screen filled with chaotic, multicolored static. Dozens of other Pixel 10 owners jumped into the comments to say, "Yep, I've seen the same thing." For a premium phone that just launched, that's not the kind of viral moment Google wants. Now, here's the interesting part. This glitch, as scary as it looks, might not be as catastrophic as it seems. Some users say the problem disappears on its own. The phone doesn't freeze, apps still work in the background, and it seems like the issue could be tied to the display drivers rather than the entire hardware being faulty. That's a big difference, because a fixable software or driver issue is way better than a widespread hardware defect. But the screen glitch isn't the only headache early adopters are reporting. Pixel 10 Pro XL users have mentioned their phones heating up more than expected, slow charging speeds, and even some quirks with Android Auto. None of these are total deal breakers on their own, but together they paint a picture of a launch that's a little bumpier than most buyers were hoping for. And this is where perspective comes in. If you followed smartphone launches for a while, you know that almost every brand new flagship has its growing pains. Apple, Samsung, OnePlus, they've all had early hardware quirks or software bugs that eventually got patched. The difference here is that when Google is already fighting to earn more mainstream market share against giants like Apple and Samsung, it doesn't have much room for shaky first impressions. To Google's credit, the company isn't ignoring the issue. Their official Pixel community account has been responding directly to users on Reddit, asking for details and encouraging people to reach out to support. That's usually the first step before patches, replacements, or official acknowledgments roll out. So if you're someone who just bought a Pixel 10 and you're seeing any of these problems, contacting Google support should be your immediate move. Most likely, they'll either help troubleshoot or offer a replacement if the problem is serious. Here's the bigger takeaway, though. Early adopters are always the guinea pigs. Buying a phone in its first few weeks on the market is exciting, but it also means you're taking on the risk of running into issues before the rest of the crowd. If you value stability above all else, waiting a month or two usually saves you from this kind of headache. But if you love being the first to try the latest tech, you're also signing up to be part of the testing process, whether you realize it or not. Personally, I don't think this glitch is going to sink the Pixel 10. Google has a track record of pushing updates quickly, and if it really is just a driver issue, it'll likely be patched soon. But still, it's a reminder that no matter how advanced smartphones get, launch week problems are still a reality. And when you're spending flagship money, it stings a little more to see your screen look like a broken television. So the Pixel 10 story right now is a mix of excitement and frustration. Incredible new hardware, paired with some troubling early bugs. The question is whether Google can squash these issues fast enough to keep buyers confident, or if people will start looking at other brands for peace of mind. Would you take the risk and buy the Pixel 10 now, knowing these reports? Or would you wait it out and see how Google responds in the next few weeks? Either way, this glitch is a perfect reminder of what it really means to be an early adopter in 2025. What's your thoughts on this? Let me know in the comments section. See you in the next video. Take care.